this how to get rich without being right. So what I do and what I teach other people how to do is how to build mass page sites, combining SEO and affiliate marketing to make really as much money as you want. It's infinitely scalable, the process that we teach other people. And I want to concentrate this video on how to get rich without being right. So what other SEO courses out there teach you how to do, and their kind of angle and approach towards SEO is to put in all this time, all this effort, all this money to basically doing all this research, and you basically have, by the end of their process, you're an expert in SEO, or whatever, more expert than other people, but most people don't have any desire to become an expert in SEO or affiliate marketing, and that's something I've learned over the last couple of years. They just want to make money. So our process is very simple, and these other SEO programs out there, they teach you how to cherry pick keywords. They put in all this effort and all this money and these expensive monthly subscriptions and tools and softwares to cherry pick keywords that they think are going to be the best keywords based on things like volume. But the misleading thing about volume that you see over here, like lead pages versus ClickFunnels, and keywords that get a lot of volume, is that they're shorter tail keywords. They're shorter phrases, shorter queries, and naturally, as a result of that, being something kind of more vague, generic, without a lot of intent behind it, and it's less specific, you're going to have to do more selling. So you're going to have to do a lot more convincing, and that's another skill. That's another skill on top of SEO. So, and you're almost never going to be right consistently and stuff. Just and just to kind of illustrate that, I pulled up one product that a lot of people in the Make Money Online niche are familiar with, ClickFunnels. Other SEO courses out there are going to teach you to go after ClickFunnels price, ClickFunnels review, ClickFunnels versus lead pages. And that's good, I guess. It's supposed to be, right? But I've been on page one for all those keywords in the past, and it didn't really result to much. And that was with a solid review and stuff. It didn't really produce much. But when I started going the opposite direction that all these other courses teach you, which is focusing on the long tail keywords, going to the bottom of this list. If we scroll down here and click all the way to the end, go to the bottom of this list, or really just take the whole list, because I don't know which keywords are that Google is going to like the most, or which content Google is going to pick of mine. You're playing this little cherry picking game. So versus leaving all these thousands of other keywords on the table. So again, other courses are going to teach you go after the first 10, go after the first 20, but doesn't it kind of bug you that you're leaving 20,600 keywords on the table? What if the gold and the money is hiding in some of those keywords? And it is. It's not probably, it is, based on my experience and stuff. So, and the thing is, all those keywords, the short or the longer tail keywords, are much easier to rank for, have little to no competition, and it's just, it's the low hanging fruit. And there's thousands of keywords out there for all different products and services and brands and stuff. So that's kind of the gist of what we do and what we teach. Hopefully that makes sense to you. Maybe a little over your head if you don't know anything about SEO or affiliate marketing, but the good thing is you don't have to. This is just a recipe. Everybody's followed a recipe, and if you didn't know how to bake or cook something, you just go find a recipe online, and you're probably pretty confident that thing would work, because you just put your faith and hope and trust in that recipe. Somebody else had already figured it out and tested it out. And it's the same thing with this process. You don't have to be an expert at this to make money, just like you don't have to be a seasoned chef or baker or whatever to make delicious chocolate chip cookies. Just go get the ingredients and follow the instructions, and you're going to wind up with chocolate chip cookies. And the more times you make it, the better your results are going to get. But even the first time you make it, you're going to wind up with chocolate chip cookies. So it's the same thing with our process, and you can use it for promoting any product or service out there. You don't have to be an expert in these niches, because the recipe is the same across the board, and you can again use it to promote anything. ClickFunnels is just one of 10,000 examples out there and stuff. So hopefully that makes sense. Of just like how to get rich without being right. All these other programs focus on like being right, and the thing is, you're going to be wrong most of the time. And so I stopped trying to be right, and once I did that, the world opened up, and my bank account just exploded, because I just stopped trying to be again right as far as like the keywords that the traffic and the conversions were going to come from. These are all just guesstimates. This isn't from Google. This is Ahrefs, which is a third-party tool. This is it's a good tool. It's a good guesstimate, but it is just their own like interpretation of the data that they're able to scrape and collect. So nobody knows for sure where the majority of the traffic is actually going to come from, or especially the conversions, until you just put stuff out there. You never know, and that's why we don't concentrate and obsess over things like whatever keyword density and volume and clicks and all that stuff. We don't care. We just click buttons, copy and paste, and move on. You can build as many sites in the same niche as you want, and you can do that across. You can do that in lots of different niches as well. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you that there's way more opportunity outside of the internet marketing niche than inside of it. There's just so much more traffic. There's way less resistance for those types of products, like the stand-up desk, a lot of physical products out there. And there's just way more money. It's going to come, you're going to make way more money way faster, just because those are products and services and tools that people need, and they don't have any resistance to buying them, like a stand-up desk or a keyboard or a office chair. That's just something that they need. They need to buy it. Whatever, backpacks, shoes, all that boring stuff, mattresses. So you can apply this process, this recipe for everything. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that resonates with you. If you've been through other courses and you're like beating your head up against the wall because you're frustrated because you tried to be right, and maybe you had a little bit of success, but I'm guessing you're probably mostly wrong most of the time, and you feel stupid because you paid all this money and you put all this time and effort into investing in all these tools, and the truth is you don't really need most of them. So we do think a little bit differently. If you want to learn more about our process, then you can head on over to SEOaffiliatedomination.com/apply to learn more. Check out this video, watch that first, and then there's all these testimonials and videos on the page of other success stories from our students, and these are the different payment plan options when you're ready to move forward. If it's something that you want to learn more about, you're interested in, click here to apply, and we'll hop on a call with you and figure out whether or not this program is going to be a good fit for you. If it is, awesome, and if not, that's cool too. But if you want to learn more about what we're doing, then you can again head over to SEOaffiliatedomination.com/apply. Thanks.